So next time you pick up a chocolate bar, maybe at the grocery store, I want you to just take a second and look at it. Because the entire system that gets that cocoa from a farm in Ghana into your hands is right now completely collapsing. We're recording this in February 2026, and this isn't just a bad harvest.
No, not at all.
We are looking at the institutional failure of the Ghana Cocoa Board, COCOBOD.
It is effectively a terminal exhaustion of the system. For the first time in 79 years, we're talking since 1947, COCOBOD has hit negative equity.
Negative equity.
There are 3.8 billion cedis in the hole. I mean, an institution that was the financial bedrock of the entire nation is now, well, it's technically insolvent.
And it's so tragic because this isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. You know, I was reading the reports on the human cost here, and it is just gut-wrenching.
It's awful.
If you're a cocoa farmer in Ghana today, you haven't been paid since November of 2025.
That's 120 days, a 4-month vacuum of zero income.
And these aren't some kind of corporate mega farms.
No, these are families. We're seeing reports of like 81-year-old farmers taking out loans with almost 30% interest just to buy food.
To eat.
Yes. The social contract, that basic promise that the state will buy what you grow, has been completely shattered.
And that desperation, it leads to something that genuinely scares me. We're seeing farmers selling off their cocoa land to illegal gold miners. They're called galamsey locally.
Right. And this isn't like a temporary lease or something.
No.
This is permanent destruction.
Yeah.
Galamsey miners, they dig up the land, they use mercury, cyanide, they effectively poison the soil.
So once that land is gone, it's gone for good.
For good. It will never grow cocoa again. They're literally eating the future to survive the present.
So how does this happen? How does an 80-year-old monopoly just run out of money?
Well, looking at the numbers, they basically walk straight into a mathematical trap.
The pricing trap.
Exactly. The government set the guaranteed price for farmers at around $5,000 a ton when the market was hot. But now, global prices have crashed.
Crashed by what, 57%? Down to around 4,200?
Precisely. So they are legally obligated to buy high, but the market is forcing them to sell low.
It's a bankruptcy machine. And normally they'd get a syndicated loan, like a big credit card from international banks, to cover that gap.
But the banks cut them off.
Yeah.
They couldn't service the old debt, so no new loans.
But it's not just external forces, is it? The internal audits I saw, they reveal just a staggering level of waste.
Oh, the waste is unbelievable.
I dug into this Cocoa Roads audit. It's this project to build infrastructure in cocoa regions. There's a liability of 21.5 billion cedis for uncertified road contracts.
Uncertified, which basically means ghost roads, or, roads that lead to nowhere. It represents a total breakdown of fiscal discipline.
And it gets even pettier. They're spending $48 million a year on new jute sacks.
The bags for the beans, yeah.
While their warehouses are already overflowing with unused ones. It's absurd.
Which brings us to, well, the proposed solution. There's a group, the Common Purpose Alliance, Ghana, or CPAG, and they're proposing a really radical fix.
Okay, they call it Technocratic social developmentalism. That is a mouthful of a buzzword.
It is.
Let's translate that. Are they basically saying, take the politics out and run the economy like an engineer runs a factory?
That's a pretty fair summary. They argue the whole crisis is the tragedy of neoliberalism, that relying on foreign loans has just hollowed out the state's capacity.
So their sovereign reset is about using Ghana's actual physical assets to fix this.
Exactly. This is where it gets interesting. They want to use Ghana's gold reserves, about 31 tons of it, to back domestic financing instead of chasing foreign dollars.
Right, and this is where I get a little skeptical. Isn't that incredibly risky? I mean, if gold prices drop, your entire safety net just evaporates, doesn't it?
It's a high-stakes gamble, no question. But the argument is that relying on foreign currency is already failing, so they might as well leverage the tangible assets they actually have.
And they want to modernize the payments, too, this digital sovereignty idea.
Yeah, using blockchain to pay farmers directly. So you deliver your beans, the system verifies it, and boom, money in your account. No middlemen, no leakages.
And that ties into their cash waterfall mechanism.
Right, which is a simple rule. Farmers get paid first, before administrators, before contractors, before any debt. It flips the whole priority list upside down.
And finally, a 24-hour economy. So instead of just shipping raw beans, they want to run local processing plants in 3 shifts.
To capture the value, not just export the raw ingredient. It's a vision of total self-reliance. But it really raises a deeper question for you to think about.
Okay.
If a nation's identity is so tied to one commodity, like cocoa, what happens to that identity when the institution managing it betrays the very people who grow it? Is this just a financial crisis, or are we watching the end of an entire economic era?
A heavy thought to